is number 24 for 1.5. It's finding the center, radius of a circle, and graph it to find the intercept. So we're going to do this together anyway. So number 24, 3 times x plus 1 squared plus 3 times y plus 1 squared equals 6. That's our equation of the day. How you doing? Okay. Yes. Minus 1 on this side. Thank you. The y minus 1. Okay. So I would like to have standard form of the equation of a circle. 30. Standard form of the equation of a circle. X's and Y's.
Standard form is parentheses x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared.
Okay. So we have something here that looks kind of like that, but isn't quite like that. So I have to make this look like that. What am I going to do? Nope, because I want to make this look like that so that I can identify my center and my radius.
Oh, and divide all sides.
Divide all sides by 3, right? We can start with that. That's a good place to start. So I'm going to divide this by 3. I'm going to divide that by 3. I'm going to divide that by 3. And I'm going to get x plus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 2. That looks to me like that. Okay? So Brianna, I'm going to ask you. Center and radius.
Center is between radius and r.
Okay? So what is my center of this circle?
1 and leave 1, 1.
I'm sorry, 1, 1? Look again.
Negative 1,
Negative 1, 1 is my center. And my radius? Here's the formula. So what's going to be my radius?
plus or minus squared.
So plus or minus the square root of 2. Because r squared, this is my r squared. If I want to know what, if I have r squared equals 2, then r is going to equal plus or minus the square root of 2. Except, what's wrong with that?
I would put it there.
Okay. Volunteer. What's wrong with that? It's just staring you right in the face. Yes. Radius can't be negative. Can't have a negative distance, right? So my radius is just the square root of 2. Are we good with that? Is that part of your confusion on it?
I just the whole problem.
Okay, so far so good. Okay. Then I have to graph this by hand, and I have to find the intercepts. Okay. Well, I know my center and I know my radius, so let's kind of graph it. Let's go here. It's pretty small. What happened? Oh, it's way up here. Okay, so I have a center at negative 1, 1. So there's the center of my circle. And I know my radius is the square root of 2. What is that equal to approximately? About like 1.4, right? Square root of 2? So in my mind, I'm just going to think 1.5. So, I mean, I'm not asking for perfection here. I'm just trying to get close. So if I have a radius of about 1.5, that's going to give me a dot there, and a dot there, and a dot there, and a dot there, and I'm going to try as I might to connect that with a circle. Not bad. Okay. So I've now graphed this by hand. That look okay? But I need to now I need to find my intercepts. Okay, so finding my intercepts, let's go to my original equation. Well, I simplified my equation by dividing by 3. So I can really come down and start using this one here as my equation of the circle. I don't really need to kind of go back to that one. So it's x plus 1, y minus 1 equals 2. So x plus 1, y minus 1 squared equals 2. I want to find a my x-intercept. What do I need to do? Find an x-intercept. Count it again. Boy, we're just on a roll here with couples. X-intercept, what do I need to do? Y to 0. X-intercept is going to be where y equals 0. So if y is equal to 0, I'm going to have x plus 1 squared plus negative 1 squared is equal to 2. So x plus 1 squared plus 1 is equal to 2. X plus 1 squared is equal to 1. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So now I'm going to take the square root of both sides, and I'm going to have x plus 1 is equal to the square root of 1, which would be plus or minus 1. So x should be equal to 0. I should have an intercept at 0. Mine doesn't look like it, but it should. Does that make sense? I should have one intercept at 0. It looks like I have 2 intercepts though. Huh. Because I have x plus 1 is equal to positive 1, and I also have x plus 1 is equal to negative 1. X plus 1 is equal to plus or minus 1. Are we okay with that? So if I solve this, now I'm going to have x is equal to 0, and I'm going to have x is equal to negative 2. That looks a little bit better. I have 2 x-intercepts. One that should have crossed right there at 0, and the one at negative 2. Questions? Okay, y-intercept. If I'm finding my x-intercept, I set, if I'm finding my x-intercept, I set y equal to 0. If I want to find my y-intercept, I set x equal to 0, right? So I'm going to end up with x plus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 2. So I'm looking for y-intercepts. I'm going to set x equal to 0. So this is going to be 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 2. So 1 plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 2. Subtract 1 from both sides. I'm going to get y minus 1 squared is equal to 1. I'll take the square root of both sides. I will get y minus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 1. So y minus 1 is equal to 1. And y minus 1 is equal to negative 1. Questions so far? Read with me. You sure? So if I add 1 to both sides, I'm going to get y is equal to 2. And I add 1 to both sides, I'm going to get y is equal to 0. And on our makeshift graph there, does it look like that? Yeah, pretty close. You know, I came pretty close to 2 and 0 there. Okay, so